Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am coming to you today from the outdoors. How fun! This place is really beautiful, even though it's literally just in the middle of the city. I really encourage people to try and find places around you where you can tune into nature. Lots of magical things can happen, but today I really wanted to talk about relationships and the energies of one person meeting with another person. So this can extend to romantic relationships, non-intimate relationships, friends, family, whoever, colleagues at work. I think that we have this perception that relationships need to exist in a constant, this constant flow. That when you, the whole theory of best friends forever, BFF, how many of us had that? I think that maybe it's more of a girly thing, but you would make your BFF bracelets and give that to each other. I don't even know how many of those I had. Oh my goodness. And I can see that even in my daughter, she'll be like, yeah, she's my best friend and all this stuff. And it really, as I was walking here, I just came to me as I see some relationships in my life kind of shifting. Not that they're ending, and this is kind of why I wanted to come on here. It's when we're in relationship, it's not about a start and an end time. I really feel it's just about an evolution, a form of transformation, and an alignment of energy that exists or doesn't exist. And it doesn't mean that even if you are in relationship with someone and it's coming to what seems like an end, whether it's divorce, separation, leaving a job, and there's endless ways in which these things can happen, maybe even death of a loved one. There is just a change. Something has changed in the energy of the connection with this other person. Yeah, if they leave the physical body, that's for sure change. But I think once you look past just this physical reality of the trees and all these things, there's something more. And that is the energetic connection, the frequency, the vibration in which everything exists. And what I've learned from those relationships in my life that have come to, this change or that end, it's just that we have no longer been in alignment with each other. And this isn't a hierarchical thing where one person's better than the other. It's we don't vibe, whatever that might be. Again, it can go into this sort of not positive approach or this I am better than approach. It's really about just recognizing and acknowledging that a change occurred and that vibration just doesn't match. And some people like to listen to one radio station, other people like to listen to a different one. It's just personal preference, choice. I think that's really what it comes down to. It's just choice. And sometimes, though, we don't necessarily have the choice to, it's be in a vibration of someone else. I think it just happens. And it's when we hold on to that, that's where a lot of challenges can occur, right? It's oh, why am I still here in this place? Everything seems completely different. It's because your vibration has changed. And not for better, not for worse, it's just different. So are you willing to acknowledge that and acknowledge that these changes are happening and see that relationships, they can support you in your life, they can support you where you are in that moment, but they aren't the end all be all. And I think when we can start to see this, it can really help us to make the necessary changes in the other areas of our life, right? And I feel really blessed. The people in my life that I've continued to stay connected to are the ones that acknowledge this and they honor that, hey, like change is a constant and we can remain friends. Doesn't mean we always have to be in communication with each other. We can come like flow in and out of each other's lives. And I feel like that's super important. Like a good friend of mine, Jess, like that's kind of like the way that she operates her mind. And I really appreciate that about her. It's like there's never this pressure to or expectations to be or perform a certain way. It's just like, yeah, come and flow and chill whenever you feel like called to it. And I really love that. I appreciate that. So thanks, Jess, if you're watching. But I just feel like there is a lot of change happening in people's relationships right now. And so this is just that reminder to honor yourself, honor where you are, honor the change that might be happening or unfolding in your life or in the other person's life, and see like what needs to maybe shift, right? What needs to be looked at and supported to allow that growth or the expansion. And if this is something that you're struggling with, sometimes it helps to talk to someone, so do that too. And another thing I've learned is like have the conversations with the other person if it's safe to do so. Some people just, it won't work, but I think just calling it out what it is, naming it, that totally can be a support. And it kind of just like puts everything out on the table and leaves you not guessing anymore of like, what's going on with this? So, yeah. That's really all I wanted to talk about today. So I hope you all have a lovely, lovely day, wherever it is you may be watching this, whatever time it is, even if it's like 5 years from now. Obviously, there's a reason it came forward for you. And I will talk with you all soon. Ooh, a woodpecker. Okay, bye.